Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're tackling a topic that's everywhere in the software world, at least everywhere I'm reading these days. It's event-driven architecture, EDA for short. And we're going to try and make it clear how it impacts you.
Yeah, EDA. It's more than just a buzzword. It's truly a different way of thinking about how we design systems.
Our listener sent in a really interesting article on this. So it compares EDA to, get ready for this, ordering a pizza.
Ordering a pizza?
Yeah, versus subscribing to a meal kit service. Can you help unpack that analogy for us?
Okay, I think I get where they're going with this. So ordering pizza, that's your classic request-driven model, right? You call, you order, you wait. Direct, but maybe not always the most efficient.
Especially if you get hungry every night.
Exactly. EDA is more like that meal kit subscription. You've got the ingredients prepped and ready to go when you are. It's about systems that are designed to react instantly to changes. They don't have to constantly ask, hey, anything new, anything new. It knows.
Okay, so this whole idea of moving from asking to reacting, is that what they mean by loose coupling? I saw that in the article and wasn't totally sure about it.
Yeah, loose coupling is key in EDA. Think of it this way. You got a team where everyone needs approval for every tiny decision versus a team where folks can make judgment calls and act independently. That second team, that's loosely coupled.
They can respond faster, right?
Yeah.
More agile.
Exactly. And that agility is gold in today's world. Systems need to be as flexible as possible.
The article also kept mentioning these event producers and event consumers. Sounds like they need a better marketing team.
Right.
What are these players in the EDA world?
I like to think of it like a relay race, right? So you got your producers. They're the ones detecting and broadcasting the key changes in a system, the events. It could be as simple as you adding something to your online shopping cart. Boom, that's an event.
Okay.
Then you got the consumers, other systems listening for these events, each one programmed to react in a specific way.
So one consumer might be updating the inventory count. Another might be recommending products.
Exactly. Another one could even be prepping the shipping process, all triggered by that single add to cart event.
And they can all do that at the same time without, stepping on each other's toes.
Right.
That's the beauty of it.
Exactly. It's all choreographed to happen in sync. They all knew their cues.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do these events actually get passed around? I saw something about event messaging and event streaming as two key methods. What's the difference?
So, good question. Event messaging is if you think about it, like sending a direct message. It's targeted, gets the info to exactly who needs it. Event streaming, on the other hand, that's more like a live news feed.
Oh, I see. So anyone can tune in and get the information,
Right.
even if they weren't, there at the very beginning.
Exactly. Like your social media feed, events are streaming continuously, and any consumer can hop in and catch up.
So with event streaming, it's like you can rewind the data if you need to. That's super cool.
Exactly. No more shoulda, coulda, woulda. You can always go back and see what happened.
The article mentioned a tool called Apache Kafka. What is that? Is that what's doing all this magic?
Yeah, you can think of Apache Kafka like the air traffic controller of this whole event streaming world, right? It's handling a massive amount of data, making sure those events get delivered reliably, and even helping to process and analyze that information in real time.
Wow. So without tools like Kafka, we'd be, totally lost in a sea of data?
Pretty much. It'd be like trying to direct traffic during rush hour with just a megaphone.
Yikes. Okay, so this has been super interesting, but I have to ask, why should I care about EDA? How does this actually impact me in my everyday life?
EDA is quietly powering so many of the seamless experiences you have online. Ever get those eerily accurate product recommendations when you're shopping? Or how your ride-sharing app seems to know about traffic before it even happens? EDA is often the brains behind that.
Oh, okay. I never really thought about it like that.
Yeah, it's not just some abstract technical thing. It's actually shaping how we experience, everything digital these days.
Right. And it's not just about online stuff, right? What about things like, smart homes?
Absolutely. Imagine a smart home system using EDA. Your alarm clock goes off. That could trigger your coffee maker to start brewing. The lights could slowly come on, and bam, traffic updates for your commute pop up on your smart display, all thanks to events happening in real time.
Okay, now that's what I call a smart home. It's like having a personal assistant who can predict the future or something. But the article also mentioned something about how businesses are using eDay. What's that all about?
Oh, yeah. Businesses are all over this. Think about a bank, right?
Right.
With EDA, they can track transactions in real time, analyze spending patterns, and even flag potentially fraudulent activity instantly, all while still handling, thousands of other events happening at the same time.
It's like having a super-powered security system for your data, constantly on the lookout for anything suspicious.
Exactly. And this ability to make decisions based on real-time data, I mean, it's changing everything from healthcare to manufacturing to even like entertainment.
It's incredible how much this one concept impacts so many things. This deep dive is really living up to its name. So we've covered a lot from how EDA works to how it's being used in the real world. But before we wrap up, is there anything else our listeners should keep in mind as they're, out there navigating this crazy world of technology? So where does this leave us? I feel like we've, I don't know, just scratched the surface of what EDA can do.
Yeah, it's a huge topic. I think the biggest takeaway, though, is that event-driven architecture, it's not just about speed. It's about building systems that are as adaptable and responsive as, well, the real world.
It's about making technology that actually makes sense for how we live our lives.
Exactly. And I think that's something that's, even more important as we head into a future where, like, everything is generating data constantly. Being able to understand that data and react to it in real time, that's going to be huge.
It's almost like EDA is the key to making technology, I don't know, more human in a way.
I like that. It's not just about how we build systems. It's about how those systems fit into the world around us.
I have to say, I'm looking at those little notifications and recommendations a bit differently now.
Right.
There's so much happening behind the scenes that we never even realize. Well, this has been a fascinating deep dive. Thanks for taking us there.
It's been my pleasure.
And to our listeners, thanks for joining us on this journey into the world of eDay. We'll see you next time.